Tonight, one organization helps students deal with stress.
Plus, students get ready for tomorrow's career fair. Stay tuned. TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
Production Center on the Troy campus with news from Troy University locations around the world. This is TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision Nightly News for October 8, 2013. I'm Christina Cook.
And I'm Courtney Addison. Thank you for joining us this evening. This week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and one organization on campus is trying to make students aware of ways to handle their stress and fears.
Even if people aren't willing to admit it, many people walk around constantly worrying or stressing. Every problem is different, but according to the SAVE Project, no stress should be overlooked. All this week, the SAVE Project will have various events on the quad in order to help students deal with their own issues, and Tuesday's theme was focused on journaling.
Today we're out here doing Get It Off Your Chest. We're letting students anonymously and privately write down a secret or a worry, something they need to get off their chest. They put it into a chest that we've provided, and at the end of the day we shred it, so it's kind of symbolically letting go of those things.
Many people might be intimidated by the thought of having to write down a deep and personal secret in the public, but in that case, the SAVE Project was also handing out free pamphlets with a link to how you can take a free and confidential mental health screening.
There's screenings for eating disorders, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, just something you can do privately on your own laptop at home to yourself to kind of see if you do need help in an area like that. Students can go to trojan.troy.edu/save.
If writing doesn't help your stress levels, maybe something a little sweet will do the trick.
Wednesday, we'll be out here doing Stressed spelled backwards is desserts, and we'll be giving out stress management tips as well as free chocolates.
Thursday's theme is How Are You in Bed? Students can stop by the tent to receive tips on how to get more sleep and also grab a free pair of earplugs and a sleep mask. But if you or anyone you know is suffering from a mental health disorder, Carly says the best medicine is to talk about your problems.
Find someone that you trust and either talk to them about it, and if it's serious enough and you feel like you need to talk to a counselor, to call us or email us and make an appointment and, get that off your chest and keep yourself healthy.
Once again, the SAVE Project will be on the quad tomorrow and Thursday from 10 to 1. And if you're interested in contacting the SAVE Project, you can call 334-670-3700.
Well, today one local nonprofit club received a big donation from Pike County Commission, and I spent the afternoon discussing how this donation will benefit the youth and the community. The Pike County Boys and Girls Club is a place recognized around the city of Troy as a safe and learning environment for kids, and it seems the Troy Chamber of Commerce agrees so much so that they presented the club with a big donation.
A gift from the city and the county to go to the Boys and Girls Clubs to help us with programming. Well, it builds their character. It gives them some self-confidence, some self-worth. It gives them a safe place to go where they're out of harm of some crime that is out there.
Founding board member Gary Fox explains that the $10,000 donation will not only provide a safe place for kids after school, but also go towards physical and educational development.
It's going to help us tremendously in just administering the daily programs that we have here, our Power Hour, homework help, and the different programs we have for the children, without dodgeballs and things like that. So it will definitely help with those type supplies as well.
This donation will also serve many other purposes for the club, and as the new interim CPO explains, he hopes this will raise awareness about the club so that more youth will take advantage of the facility.
We are planning a membership drive with hopes that we will bring in about 200 more children. It's going to happen around Halloween, and we're trying to target the elementary school, because it is a stone's throw from the Boys and Girls Club. So the Boys and Girls Club gives them opportunities to grow, and the city benefits from the education that we provide them, the tutoring, and again, they become productive citizens.
And if you are interested in giving back to the Boys and Girls Club, you can call the club at 334-770-CLUB. That's 2582. Well, Courtney, tomorrow morning Troy University is hosting their fall career fair, which is a chance for students to meet possible future employers.
And that's right, Christina, but leading up to the career fair, the Office of Career Services gave students a little advice to hopefully make their fair a better experience. Sean Kent has the details.
On Monday night, Student Career Services held the first of 2 meetings that are helping students get geared up for the upcoming career fair. Lauren Cole, the coordinator of Career Services, explains what the meetings specifically are covering.
We're having this boot camp today and also tomorrow, Tuesday, at 3 and 4 o'clock. We're doing a Dress for Success workshop and an employer's perspective that they're telling us how to prepare for the fair.
Daniel Mormack, a company recruiter, volunteered to talk to students about what potential employers are looking for out of students.
We're hoping to find some really qualified students who want to get a really engaging career. We focus on communication-driven, sales, business-minded individuals. People want to come in an organization, get trained, work their tails off, and really see their career grow.
Both Cole and Mormack are optimistic about the outcome of this year's fair for both the students and the companies.
We're expecting a great turnout. I hope students have seen the emails and the banners on campus, but hopefully knowing that they can have a free headshot taken if they want to use it for their LinkedIn profile or anything, and then they can also be in the running for a raffle. They might can win a Nook color, so hopefully that'll help them turn out.
I think we're going to meet some really good kids. I think we're going to meet some people who are really engaging, really intelligent. People want to see themselves kind of grow and develop, and hopefully we're able to be an attractive enough organization and hire a few in.
Sean Kent, Troy TrojanVision News.
The career fair is tomorrow from 10 to 2 in Sartain Hall.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Limestone County, health officials are investigating at least a half a dozen cases of salmonella poisoning. Authorities say they believe people who fell ill may have contracted it at an annual Bean Dinner fundraiser held Friday.
And in Montgomery, former Secretary of State Nancy Worley has been elected as the first female leader of the Alabama Democratic Party. Worley spent the last 5 months as the interim chair and says the party is now current on its bills and will work on candidate recruitment for the 2014 elections.
And also in Montgomery, a formal petition has been sent to the Alabama Board of Pardons and Parole seeking an official pardon for the Scottsboro boys who were falsely accused of raping 2 white women more than 80 years ago. The petition takes advantage of a law that passed the legislature this year that established a procedure for such pardons.
And still to come on TrojanVision Nightly News, Troy wide receiver Eric Thomas continues to make history after superb performance against South Alabama this past weekend. Mitchell Spoon will tell us more when he joins us with sports. Thanks, Christina. Now Mitchell Spoon joins us with sports. So, Mitchell, the football team had a great victory against South Alabama this past weekend, which was actually homecoming weekend. But from what I've heard, one player actually had a standout performance.
That's right, and that one player is making his name known in Sunbelt record books. But I get more into that right now in sports. Saturday's come from behind victory for the Trojan football team was certainly a team effort, but as Danielle Percival shows us, most of the team was given credit to one individual.
Thank God for Eric Thomas.
That seemed to be the thought of most Trojan fans and players Saturday night after Eric Thomas caught a 20-yard touchdown pass with 7 seconds left to give Troy a 34-33 victory over South Alabama. By now, most everyone has seen the play, but quarterback Corey Robinson had a unique perspective on the outcome of his throw.
I was laying on the ground. I had just got hit. So, I mean, they brought the house. So, I mean, they brought way more than we can block. So, it was catch, take 3 steps and throw it to Eric. And, you know, he did what he does best and goes up and makes a play. I think he was getting mugged over there a little bit too. So, you know, lucky for us, he came down with it, and we're going home happy.
I saw the safety roll down, and I knew that he wasn't going to have much chance to throw the ball, so I knew once he got it, he just had to throw it up and let me go get it.
Almost overlooked in it all was Thomas's other touchdown on Saturday, which was a record-setting grab. He became the Sunbelt Conference's all-time leader in touchdown receptions on a 62-yard pass from Deion Anthony in the second quarter. And for Thomas, his philosophy on every play is simple.
For me personally, I just like whenever the ball's in the air, it's mine. So I don't care who around. It could be any corner or anyone else. It's mine.
Sometimes it looks like he likes from the covering, so he can body up on him and lever off and make a play. And you know, when you lever off, normally that guy's off balance and you can get your hands on the ball.
Thomas was named the Sunbelt Conference's Offensive Player of the Week, finishing with 5 catches for 129 yards and 2 scores. He is also tied for tops in the country with 9 touchdowns this season and has the nation's longest streak with a touchdown catch in 7 consecutive games.
It makes my job a lot easier, when you got a guy like that, in practice he makes all these one-handed catches. I think he does it with his eyes closed sometimes. So when you got guys like that, it makes a quarterback's job really easy.
Danielle Percival, Troy, Trojan Vision Sports.
For his efforts on Saturday, Thomas was named the Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week. Thomas and the Trojans are looking for the first road win this weekend as they head to the Georgia Dome to play Georgia State on Saturday. And the Troy men's and women's rodeo team both competed this past weekend at the Murray State Rodeo. The women dominated for the second straight week, coming away with first place, while the men placed fifth. For the women's team, Cassandra Smith won the individual goat tying event for the second straight week, and Keisha Smith came away with second place. And for the men, John Pitts brought home the bull riding title. Will Batchelor and Curtis Culligan brought home a third-place finish in team roping after registering times of 9 and 10.7 seconds in 2 rounds. Nelson Wyatt finished in 8th place in the calf roping event with a time of 10 seconds flat. Next up for the Trojans will be a trip to Livingston, Alabama for the West Alabama Rodeo this coming weekend. And the Troy men's and women's tennis teams were in action as well as they competed at the Doug Worthy Family Fall Classic hosted by Clemson this past weekend. In the women's double play, Lubov Dorofieva and Margot DeHaan advanced to the finals of their draw after beating Wofford 8-2 in the first round and then defeating USC Upstate 8-4 in the semifinals. In the finals, the duo lost to Winthrop 8-6. In the same draw, Troy's Monica Gonzalez played with Sarah Vonderberg of USC Upstate, but the pair lost all 3 of their matches. In women's singles play, DeHaan advanced to the finals of the 6th flight thanks to wins over Winthrop and Wofford. In the flight championship, DeHaan fell to Olga Klozista of Armstrong Atlantic 6-4 and then 7-6. And on the men's side, Manseng Ather advanced to the finals of the 2nd flight, but fell to Clemson 6-3 and 6-4. Also on the men's side, Sammy Gorbel won the consolation draw of the first singles flight, while Daniel Bustamante finished 3rd in the first singles draw. Both teams returned to play when they traveled to the USTA ITA Southern Regional Championships. The men's regional begins on Thursday in Tuscaloosa, while the women's regional begins next Thursday in Auburn. So, Courtney, Christina, congratulations to the football team on getting that much-needed win, and hopefully they can come away with this road victory against Georgia Southern in the coming weekend. And, of course, congratulations to the rodeo team as well for their performance in this past weekend's rodeo.
Exactly, Mitchell. Hopefully the Trojans can keep up the momentum and keep getting those W's throughout the week, and best of luck to them.
Best of luck.
Thanks, Mitchell.